This is the first day of I hate my body. I think, I don't know, this is something I wanted to do, not necessarily hold myself accountable for anything, but I wanted to go on a journey and to actually see how I transform, I guess, over a 30-day journey or whatever. Hopefully I'll get this more together as we go along, but whatever. I think I came out of high school, just a little backstory. I came out of high school at around 160, but growing up, I always wanted to be bigger. I always looked at the bigger dudes, and I always wanted muscle and things, and I was just always so skinny, so I wanted to be bigger, but it just went in my genetics, right? So then, grew up, I can remember a guy in high school, he literally was able to take his hand and go all the way up my arm, right? And I think he got up to like mid bicep before my arm was wide enough. I had enough girth in my arm where he couldn't get his hand around. And you know, stuff like that, you know, it weighs on you, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, women typically want that more tough looking man or whatever. And so, whatever, I graduated high school at 160, 155, 160 around there. Mind you, I'm at least 6'1", 6'2". So I was extremely small. I can remember in college, my freshman year, a woman came up and just, you know, she made fun of the weight I was lifting because I couldn't lift that much. She talked about my chest, and I had a bird chest, things of that nature, and you know, all those were motivating factors. And to me saying, you know, eventually, you know, once track was over, that I would gain weight. I ran track in college. Once upon graduating, you know, I didn't immediately start just trying to gain weight, but I did work out. But I was working out more so for a release then, but then I started more so working out to say that I wanted to look appealing for women. You know, you hear women saying they wanted a bigger man, right? So, you know, the man with some size. And so I started putting on, eating a lot, trying to put on weight, pack on weight. And it actually took a while to actually pack even 20 pounds on. But in that time, I went from, I graduated college at like 180. I went from 180 to maybe 200, 205. No, 180 to like 210, 215, rounding out. And I stayed there for a while, but in my mind, I remember I was dating someone, and she told me then, she was just like, you're not big enough, right? And then I would hear other women saying, oh, you still small. Although I was a decent size, and I'll insert a picture, I was a decent size, you know, they were saying that I wasn't big enough. So I said, what could I jump up and weight, you know what I'm saying? So I jumped up, I think the heaviest I got was like 237. Now, mind you, while I'm gaining all this weight, I'm not gonna say my health was declining, but I started having a lot of more health issues, like my blood pressure was going up. It was harder for me to breathe. I noticed, like, when I would talk, I would literally have to take a breath while I'm talking. And I was like, you know what? I gotta come down off this weight. So eventually I dropped back down to like 215, right? But I think research shows, like, unless you get them removed, fat cells, once they're created, they never go away. So you literally would have to, you literally would have to either get them removed or they just shrink. So if you lose the weight, right, but then you go back to eating crazy, the fat cells are still there. So you start feeding them, and then you'll blow up fast, but also you're creating more fat cells, right? So that being the case, I jumped back up to maybe 234 again, and then I said, you know what? I want to get back down. But and then I'm getting older, right? I'm getting older. So right now, presently, I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 in a little over a month, a little over 30 days, I say. So I told myself I wanted to lose at least 20 pounds. Currently, I'm sitting at, well, I didn't even get on the scale, but I think the last time I checked, I was like 224, but it's fluctuating in between 220 and 228. Just depends on how I'm eating. But I said I want to get down to about 210 or even smaller than that. I don't know. I just want to be ripped now, and I feel like the reason why I gained weight was not for me. You know, it was for more so to impress women. But I'm married now. I think even in me, my wife, she told me, she was like, I thought you was bigger. Because when we met, I actually had dropped down to like 210. And I think she be with me regardless of the size I am. And I think she understands, like, you know, health reasons it's best for people to be smaller. Like, I don't think we are designed to carry so much weight. And so with that being the case, I want to go on this journey to more so for me. You know what I'm saying? One, to show myself that I can do it, and then two, to just be healthy, get in a more healthier mental state and just a healthier body. I want to be ripped. Like, it's a couple guys that I follow. They're ripped up. I want to be ripped up. I don't want to be the big guy anymore. So this is the journey. I hope you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys watch. You have any feedback or suggestions of things that I could possibly do that'll help this, then I'm open to it. We'll see where we at in 30 days. And of course it's gonna go past 30 days because I don't know, I've always liked to eat healthy. So, but we'll talk about those things as we go on out, be telling you guys about how I got to this place and where my head is at and how I'm feeling every day and things like that. But other than that, see you guys tomorrow.